Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got the same setup with our Sumamon playmat, our Mugendramon or Machine Dramon, and our Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth game. So we're going to continue on with another 4 packs of Cyber Eden. If you haven't seen the last 2 videos, check them out. Because in the pre-first one, I talk about how I went to some release events, which was pretty cool. Right, first pack, we got Kyaromon, which we've seen. Dreammon, 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 4,000 DP. Can Digivolve from a black level 3 or any standard Appmon. All turns once per turn. When this Digimon gets linked, your opponent's effects can't return one of your Digimon to hands or decks until their turn ends. Link for an Appmon for a cost of 2. When linking, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon and gives plus 3,000 DP. And it has the Dream ability, which means it works with one of the other searchers for the deck, which is pretty good. I feel like these are now, like, if you ask me, the first wave, the Gaiamon, that one was very much like real early on Digimon. Like, they're like, we're trying linking, we're seeing how well it works. We don't want it to be too overpowered. And now they're like, oh, it's actually kind of underpowered, so they're boosting them up. They're giving some extra abilities is what I'm feeling. So we're now getting some, like, all right ones. Also, I did check. Gaiamon does not have a link ability, which is good, because going from Fakemon to Gaiamon would just be crazy. Vademon, which we've seen. Shumon. Music of the Heart, Moonmon, Koskamamon, Jimmy Ken. Alright, this guy's pretty gosh darn good. We saw him in the release deck, didn't we? So I don't need to go over him, do I? Pretty sure we saw him there. Looking at those cards. Yes, we did. Okay. So yeah, we saw him in it, so I'm not going to reread him, but he is really good for those decks. Metal Tyrannomon X Antibody, 8 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 8,000 DP. Digivolve from level 5 with Tyrannomon is named for a cost of 1, or without the X Antibody for a cost of 1. Collision, when Digivolving, this Digimon gets plus 4,000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. Then, if Metal Tyrannomon or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, one of your opponent's Digimon can't Digivolve until their turn ends. Rule trait has Dinosaur type. Inherited effect, end of opponent's turn once per turn. You may choose one of your opponent's Digimon. Your opponent attacks with the chosen Digimon. Boltmon, love him. Rena, 4 play cost. Start of your turn. If you have 2 memory or less, set to 3. On play, one of your Digimon with a Vidramon in its name gets plus 3,000 DP until your opponent's turn ends. Your turn. When one of your Digimon with Vidramon in its name attacks, by returning this tamer to the hand, that Digimon gains jamming for the turn. Security effect, play this card without paying the cost. The memory setter's real useful in the pre-release, which just cements my thought in, if you are a casual player, if you can't buy too many cards, if you are cobbling a deck together, getting a memory setter, put it in the deck, even if it doesn't fit anything else. The great thing about these is that they don't have to follow the color of the Digimon. It's only option cards that have to follow the color of Digimon or Tamers. So if you're casual and you pull this, like, you can put it in a red deck. It's not going to help you, like, put out any of your option cards, but that extra memory set might be worthwhile. And we got Shinmonzemon. Nice. I believe we got one in the release event, but this guy is a rare, so we're going to look at him. 13 play cost, 5 Digivolution cost, 13,000 DP. Digivolve from level 5 with the DM, trait for a cost of 5. When any of your V1 trait Digimon would Digivolve into this card, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. Security attack plus 1, Armor Purge. When Digivolving or when attacking once per turn, by trashing this Digimon's bottom face-down Digivolution card, place one Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon as the top security card. So yeah, this guy's not going in my Shinmonzemon deck. He doesn't fit. I love the artwork, though. It looks really cool. And Armor Purge is a great ability, especially with the security attack +1. What ended up happening in one of the games, and he's got 1300, which isn't a body to scoff at, is that I managed to delete his Shinmonzemon Armor Purge, and then he digivolved into Diaboromon and just took me out. So yeah, Shinmonzemon, definitely another good one. I feel like that one's going to keep like a little bit more of a price at the rare level. We got Shellmon, Togemon, Tapmon, Blue Marimon, Kurisaimon, Micmon, Marimon, 5 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 5000 DP. Can Digivolve from purple or red. Use dual color red-purple. Digivolve from level 3 with the Flame trait for a cost of 2. Main, once per turn by paying 2 costs, this Digimon gains Raid and Piercing for the turn. Then this Digimon may attack. Inherited effect, your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. Again, pretty solid. Mother Eater we've seen, which is an egg. I have to put him over to the side. Mediamon. I don't think we've seen Mediamon. I think we saw the lower form. 6 play cost, 3 Digivolution cost, 6000 DP. Can Digivolve from a blue or yellow level 3 or a standard Appmon for the cost of 3. App Fusion, Musamon, Recordmon, Micmon. I think we have now that I'm reading that part. On player, when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4000 DP for the turn. Your turn once per turn. When this Digimon gets linked, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon card with the Appmon trait from your hand without paying the cost. Link with an Appmon for a cost of 2. When attacking, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon card with the Appmon trait from your hand without paying the cost and gives plus 3000 DP when linking. I believe we have seen this one just because I'm like remembering some parts of it. Yugo, 3 play cost. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with the CS trait among them to the hand. Return the rest of the bottom of the deck. Your turn. When any of your Digimon or Tamers with the CS trait would be played, by returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck, reduce the play cost by 2. Security, play this card without paying the cost. This one's alright. Like, I ended up putting him in my first deck because I was like, I need more Tamers, and the ability to reduce the play cost seemed like a good idea. We got Kensaromon, 12 play cost, 40 release cost, 12,000 DP. Digivolve from Kirimon for a cost of 5 or a CS trait for a cost of 3. When this card would be played, if there are 6 or fewer total cards in both players' security stacks, reduce the play cost by 6. Interesting. Blocker Barrier. On player, when Digivolving, you may play 1 yellow card from your hand as your top security card. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon suspends, by trashing your top security card, it unsuspends. So I think what they're going for here is that you get to place a card from your hand, and you would choose one that has an effect where if this card is trashed by an effect, play it out, so that you could use that to get the second ability to activate. Which, alright, I can see what they're doing. I don't like it, but I can see what they're doing. And we got Nokia. Nice. Haven't seen her yet. 5 play cost. Start of your turn. If you have 2 memory or less, set to 3. Love it. Start of your main phase or on play. If you have 1 or fewer Digimon, you may play 1 Agumon or Gabumon from your hand without paying the cost. All turns, all of your Digimon with Greymon, Garurumon, or Omnimon in their name gets plus 1000 DP. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Yeah, this is another like standard kind of Omnimon. Like, I would definitely throw this into an Omnimon deck. Like, 2 of them because it is a 5, so it is expensive. And it takes your memory from 2 to 3, so I wouldn't want more than 1 out on the field. But yeah, I see that 2 would be a helpful spot for it. Alright. Next pack. And we got Quagamon, Dark Tyrannomon X Antibody, Effectmon, 4 play cost, 2 Digivolution cost, 4000 DP. Can Digivolve from either a red level 3 or any standard Appmon. Security: at the end of battle, play this card without paying the cost. On player, when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. Link with the Appmon trait for a cost of 2. When linking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less and gives plus 3,000 DP. Again, pretty bog standard. Appmon, I do like to see that they're kind of creeping up in their power. Datamon we've seen. Vidramon, I believe we've seen Vidramon, right? It's a common. Yeah, I'm fairly certain we have. If not, I'm going to put them off to the side and I'll check in between videos. Eater species form. Rikomon. Suedo, we've seen. Eater Eve, we haven't. 6 play cost, 7,000 DP. Digivolve from Yuko for a cost of 3. Raid: on player, when digivolving, until your opponent's turn ends, one of their Digimon can't suspend. Then, if this Digimon has no Digivolution cards, you may place one Yuko from your hand or trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, you may play one Yuko from its Digivolution cards without paying the cost. No inherited effect. We got Skull Marimon, which we have seen? Yes. No, I don't think. We saw blue and we saw regular. That's what I'm thinking. 7 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. Digivolves from red or purple, is dual color purple-red. Digivolve from level 4 with the flame trait or the CS trait for a cost of 3. Main: once per turn, by paying 3, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. If this effect didn't delete, this Digimon gains security attack plus 1 for the turn. Then this Digimon may attack. On deletion, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card in your hand. Inherited effect: on deletion, you may play one level 4 or lower Digimon card with the flame or CS trait from your trash without paying the cost. And we got Gaomon. 13 play cost, 5 Digivolution cost, 13,000 DP. Digivolve from level 5 with Greymon in its name or the CS trait for a cost of 4. Raid Reboot. When digivolving, you may unsuspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then this Digimon may attack. All turns, once per turn, when attack targets change, this Digimon gains piercing and plus 5,000 DP for the turn. Rule name also treated as having Greymon. So the way this one works, because I was hearing some people talk about it, is you can unsuspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then this Digimon attacks, and because you have Raid, you can swap to their other Digimon that you just unsuspended, attack into it, and it gets plus 5,000, giving it an 18,000 body, which is way well enough to destroy most things. So they were talking like, yeah, that's really neat, which I do agree with. And we got Kyoko! We got the secret rare. Awesome, awesome. 5 play costs. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set to 3. All turns, when any of your level 4 or higher CS trait Digimon are deleted, by suspending this tamer, return 1 CS trait Digimon card from your trash to the hand. Your turn, once per turn. When this tamer unsuspends, if you don't have Alphamon, this tamer may digivolve into Alphamon in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. Security: play this card without paying the cost. Alright, so it doesn't say, like on the Digivolution, it doesn't say ignoring the Digivolution requirements. So what that means is that it can only digivolve into an Alphamon that is in this set, because those are the ones that she can digivolve into. So that's an interesting thing to keep in mind. And we're on the last pack of this video, and that was in pack 7, which means it was in the first, like, almost quarter of the box. Oops. There we go. We got Wanamon, which has the inherited effect of your turn once per turn. When effect places a CS trait Digimon card in its Digimon's Digivolution cards, it may digivolve into a CS trait Digimon card in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 1. We got Devamon, which we saw, as the first pack outside of this box. Repamon, Gardromon, which we've seen. Yeah. Gargamon, Winzengamamon. I don't think no, we saw this one again in the pack before. Rise Greymon, we've seen. Unique Emblem, Poseida Lagoon. 3 play cost. Main, you may play 1 Sangomon or 1 Yao from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Then place this card in the battle area. Your turn, when any of your Yao suspend, delay, one of your Digimon with Aqua or Sea Animal and any of its traits may Digivolve into an Aquatic and Liberator trait Digimon card in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3. Security, activate this card's main effect. I think we saw this one already, but yeah, it's because it says Aquatic and Liberator that is really narrowing it down. Don't like it as much. Unique Emblem, Fable Waltz, which we have gone over. I think it has the same thing where it's Puppet and Liberator. We got Gabumon, 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 1000 DP. Digivolve from Sumamon for a cost of 2, or one with the CS trait for a cost of 0. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Omnimon in its text, and 1 card with the CS trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Inherited effect, end of your turn. This Digimon and any of your other Digimon may DNA Digivolve into a Digimon card in the hand. It doesn't say ignoring costs or anything like that, so you still have to be able to do that part. We got Mirai. I pulled her in the first tournament. 3 play costs. Start of your main phase by returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck. You may play 1 play cost 4 or higher Mirai, or a play cost 4 or higher Tamer card with the CS trait from your hand without paying the cost. On play, by trashing 1 card with the Holy Beast Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel, or CS trait from your hand, draw 2 cards. Security, play this card without paying the cost. Again, this is probably good at 1 for the release, simply because, like, there's not, like, she could do Fallen Angel or CS, which there's a lot of CS in the set. But there's not really any other Mirai, so I don't know. I'd probably skip it. And we got another errata. Awesome. This is our second one. Love it. 4 play costs. Security, play this card without paying its cost. Start of your turn. If you have 2 memory or less, set to 3. Opponent's turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, by suspending this Tamer, change the attack target to one of your Digimon with the unidentified or CS trait. Inherited effect. Opponent's turn. Once per turn. When one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, if this Digimon is Eater Adam, you may choose to change the attack target to one of your unidentified or CS trait Digimon. Again, going to work very well in the Digimon deck, even if it is like an Eater. I feel like that would work there. The only complaint I have about it is that I wish this was spoilers if you haven't played the game, but the game is way old. If he was part Eater with the Eater arm, I think that'd be really cool. But with that, we finish another 4 packs. Join us next time. We'll continue on. As always, if you got any ideas for future videos, leave it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a good old thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I appreciate it. The algorithm loves it. We upload videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so don't forget to hit that bell. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.